We bought this home, and before we'd actually moved in, we went into the Watervale Hotel for the very first time. I'd driven past it almost every day for 7 years. Never gone in. We went into the pub, had a nice steak, and the owner said, "Oh, you shouldn't have bought Norm's house. You should have bought the pub. You could have turned it into a house." And I said, "Oh, it's for sale?" She said, yeah, the right price. And I said, "What's the right price?" She gave me a price. I reached out my hand, shook it, and that was it. And it was, let's call it impulsive. And then we started to think, well, okay, we've now got a pub and we've got a farm. Maybe we should put the farm to good use. And I was in the Watervale General Store, and my yoga instructor Jane was there, and I was telling her the story, and she said, "Well, my husband Jared is a permaculture farmer. He just walked around, he's looking at where the sun's falling, he's looking at the trees, he's looking at the soil." And after about a half an hour he came back to me, he said, "This is my dream job. I know what to do here." He said, "Don't even tell me what to plant, I'll plant what is right for the soil." For the first, it's got to be what's right for here. The interesting thing about this, because it's permaculture principles, they're all intermingled, so you haven't got a whole bunch of apricots here, a whole bunch of peaches there. They're all intermingled, because the idea is that they're all flowering at different times, they're all active at different times, and this works for the bees and the bugs and everything else.
They're complementary to each other, they're not really competing?
You're really trying to create an environment which is more natural than, as I say, a monoculture orchard. The whole idea is to try to channel the maximum energy to regenerate. And more energy equals more flavour.
Oh, it's always the same. Most people have a crack at growing tomatoes at home, and when you taste them, and then you taste them to a shop bought one, other than the fact that you have to put a little bit of time in there. It's easy to go to a market and buy something, but when you taste properly homegrown food, it's amazing.
And people talk about nose to tail when it comes to cooking and eating meat. We have a similar philosophy here. Eat the leaves, eat the flowers, eat the stems, whatever is nutritious and whatever tastes good. The philosophy for the Watervale Hotel chefs is pretty much the same. Their job is to enhance and enrich the natural flavours that Mother Nature has delivered to us. It's not to engender some amazing skill. It's give us genuine, flavoursome, well-seasoned food that tastes great.
This is from the Adelaide Hills, from Gumaraka, and your philosophy that you talk about with growing all your food and the way you think about that holistically almost, for me it's a very similar thing. So hand sorted in the vineyard as we pick it, 100% whole bunch. Keep looking at it every single day. I just keep looking at it every day, and I'm watching and I'm listening, I'm smelling it every single day, a few times a day, to make sure it's still fresh.
This is gorgeous. I will put this on the list, by the way.
Oh, thank you. This is great, and I'm, again...
Did you bring a dozen? Or?
We'll get a dozen to you. We can have it in the morning if you like.
No, let's do it. Let's do it.